figure skating may not have been an obvious choice for two kids from suburban Sydney. Danielle and Stephen Carr quickly showed it was a wise one. They've won 16 national titles and have been Australia's senior pairs champions for a record 14 years. Internationally, the Carrs have also made their mark with a third and a fifth in the prestigious Skate Canada and a third in Norway's Pirouetten International. Their figure skating discipline, the pairs, is the most physical, involving lifts, jumps, throws and spirals. This spectacular side of the sport has its dangers, as the couple found in November. During training, Danielle suffered a deep cut in her calf, which required many stitches inside and out.
We were doing just a really simple move on the ice, and I hit my toe, and I came down and landed on his blade. His blade went in my leg.
Yeah, I thought she was going to hit her face, so I kept a body away from the ice, but I fell down and she came round on top, and her calf just went straight on top of the back of the blade.
The injury required intensive physiotherapy and set back their preparation for Lillehammer. But within 3 weeks, Danielle was able to return to the ice to resume limited training. For the past week, they've been in Lillehammer fine-tuning their routines, and things have been going fairly smoothly.
Yeah, with Danielle's leg and everything, it was a little unsure to start with, but everything seemed to fall into place pretty well.
So Danielle, how have you recovered from that nasty injury?
I think I've recovered pretty good. Legs going really well, skating really good. Everything seems to be coming back into place.
Very nice.
In Albertville in 1992, the Carrs placed 13th. And then in the last World Championships a year ago, they placed 11th. Lillehammer could see their final amateur performance. It all depends on how well they go.
Career sort of relies on it. We don't really know what we're going to do after Lillehammer. It'll depend on Lillehammer, how we skate there. And we want to make sort of a better impression than the last Olympics at Albertville was good for us, but we want to climb up again. We don't want to be stagnant.
So, plenty at stake for Danielle and Stephen at these Olympics. Cross your fingers for them as they take to the ice right now.
Danielle Carr and Stephen Carr.
From down under, Danielle and Stephen Carr. Well, I've seen all sorts of costumes, but I can't remember the last time I saw a competitor wearing a hat. I suppose it happened a long, long time ago when they used to skate in the open air up the mountains, but, well, the Australian champions, 11th in the world last year. Good overhead lift. And they made the double axel. That was a good straight line step sequence too. Both their spins were good. The pair spin the first one and the solo spin the second one. Just fractionally behind coming out, but still nice. Was a very unusual death spiral. I wonder what she was going to do with her hand holding a skate, but it happened. We'll have to see what the judges think about that. Quite different. Haven't seen that in terms of a death spiral before. Danielle Carr and Stephen Carr of Australia, and getting a very round warm of applause. And quite a few flowers coming on as well.
Well, I think that should go down very well in the cafes and bars of Illawong in New South Wales. I would hazard the thought that that was the best we've seen from the brother and sister combination in a technical program. Nice overhead lifts. Choice of music was the Skater's Waltz by Valteifel, which would go some way to explain the outfit. Weeks referred to the days when skating was out of doors, and I suppose they were using their costumes to represent those days. And the required elements, some good marks here. 4.9 from Great Britain, but 5 2s. So more of the judges like the rather different death spiral on the evidence of that. Certainly was a variation on the usual theme. So what about the presentation? 5 3s, up to 5-4 from Canada. And that puts them in third position at the moment. And they will be hoping to go as well as that when they come to their free program in a couple of days' time. And we'll be back for more figure skating after the break.